Live. A beautiful song there as we continue with the show. And just looking at the title of the song, Tutaka Nawe. It is by Grace Mwangi featuring Purity Atieno. Beautiful, beautiful song released some few days ago. And you can go back and give them support as well. It's a song that is actually a blessing, and it's taking us to 15 minutes to the top of the hour. That is 8 in the a.m. Time for the newspaper review. My name is George Gishuru. Karibu sana. And the Daily Nation, they go with the headline, Starving Amid Plenty. That is the headline, Starving Amid Plenty. There is a crisis. Official data shows 810,000 children face acute malnutrition. National disaster. A tale of two Kenyas has emerged, with thousands staring at death due to famine ravaging parts of the country, particularly northern Kenya, where emaciated Kenyans and dying livestock should prick the conscience of a nation that is carrying on with business as usual. Officials say an estimated 3.3 million people across 16 counties are facing starvation. Yet in some other regions, such as Mount Kenya and Eastern, a glut in production has food rotting away on farms or being fed to livestock. That unfortunate story is covered on pages 2, 3, 4, and 5 inside the Daily Nation. And of course, there is a photo there of a Kenyan lady suffering, and this is Lokale Mekede, 73, sits under a shade at Nakasalei village in Turkana, south of Turkana, on the 12th of this month. The elderly, children, and the sick who are unable to walk long distances in search of food are worst hit by the ongoing drought. That's unfortunate. And then there are also photos there of farmers and traders, and they say tomato traders wait for customers at the Wakulima market in Nakuru County yesterday. There is a glut of the produce in the market for the second month in a row. A crate now retails for as low as 800 shillings, down from 4,500 shillings in October of last year. And so that is the face of two Kenyas, as the nation would put it. On one end, we have a glut. On the other end, we have a scarcity. And some are suffering, some are dying even because of the same, that is lack of food. Yet there are other regions that are in plenty. Yep. Let's see how that can be assisted. All right. We go to page 7, and still on the front page, though, they say Orange Showdown. Rival ODM factions yesterday held parallel rallies with embattled Secretary General Edwin Sifuna leading the rebels in Kitengela and party leader Oburu Oginga taking charge in Mombasa with his pro-government group that insists Busia woman rep Catherine Omanyo is the acting SG following Sifuna's controversial ouster last week. That story is covered on page 7 inside the Daily Nation. And then there is also still in the Nation, robotic-assisted knee surgery offers new lease of mobility for patients. You can read that. And then stakeholders load education reform bills. Also, you can read that. Tax pain. Nairobi residents pay more for water, power, and basic services. And some politics here. Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja has claimed that certain powerful individuals within the national government are keen on wresting control of key city hall functions, a move he insists he will not allow. And Jubilee Party candidate Dr. Fred Matiang'i is pushing for a scientific formula to select a joint united opposition candidate for the 2027 presidential election. The former cabinet secretary warned that any boardroom deals could cause the coalition to break up before the polls. So that's some politics there, and you can read inside the Daily Nation. And KEMSA loses a billion shillings court battle in HIV drug contract dispute. The contract targeted fixed dose antiretroviral combinations used in the HIV program. And so that is what is being covered in the Daily Nation. Looking at the Standard newspaper this morning, and for the Standard newspaper this morning, the headline they are going with, they say Sifuna rose. That is what they are saying. It's like, you know, the lion. And so he was roaring yesterday. And so Sifuna rose is the headline that they are going with this morning. That's the Standard, and they are focusing on the huge rally that was on yesterday in Kitengela, and huge rally there, and the internal fracture in ODM, pitting interim leader Oburu Oginga against the Secretary General Edwin Sifuna, played out in political rallies as the embattled SG yesterday drew humongous members in Kitengela in Kajiado, in a site that would, a site that also sent shivers in the politics of the country. They were saying 100 kilometers away at the coast, there was also the other rally that was held by Oburu Oginga. And then the backlog of cases in court has been blamed on mischievous litigants abusing judicial processes by disobeying orders and filing frivolous cases to gain unfair advantage, judicial documents show. And also inside, despite being his first rally since his ouster, Sifuna and his team of young politicians brought Kitengela town to a standstill until police dispersed the massive crowd with tear gas. That is on inside the Standard. Cabinet Secretary Hassan Joho will be part of a team of ODM experts that will negotiate with President Ruto on how to share power ahead of the 2027 general election. And that is some politics there. And just giving you the proper headline. The fractures within the Orange Democratic Movement on Sunday morphed into a battle for control of the country's most recognizable party as the two factions led separate rallies, both insisting on a rebirth of the party in the build-up to the next general election. And as Kenyans wrapped up Valentine's Day, a group of women found themselves trending on social media after a Russian man secretly recorded their private encounters and uploaded the videos online. It was quite unfortunate to see some of those, videos as well. Okay. Still inside the health and science pullout, the crisis fueling drug resistance, that is on pages 4 and 5 inside the health pullout as well. You can read that inside the Standard newspaper. And finally, what's covered on the front page of the Business Daily this morning. The Business Daily this morning, you can grab and get to see machine. When the machine refuses, it happens. But is forex trading and crypto legit or just gambling with extra steps, they ask. And NSE start buying, selling of shares directly via M-Pesa. That's on this week's BD Most Read. And so you can read that. It's covered on the Business Daily this morning. And so let's continue to pray for our nation. We are entering that season of heightened political activities. Let's hope that it will not usher in, a time of losses and destruction and even deaths, because we have seen it in the past, but we refuse as such over our nation. Right about now, time for another break, but this is to pave way for the video of the day. See you in a short while.